Hey, welcome back. If you watched the first video, you saw a basic introduction to the controls, and now we are ready to actually begin the story when I press the X button, so let's get to it.
The 11th century. All of Europe is in upheaval. Bold rulers achieve new independence from churches and kings. Increasing numbers of towns that grow ever more influential arise around monasteries and dioceses. Skilled professions and trade flourish, resulting in larger markets and new inventions. Increasing numbers of people learn to read and write, and convents lay the foundation for a long tradition of academic scholarship. But it is also a time of conquest. The Moors press forth across the Iberian Peninsula all the way to the Pyrenees. At the heart of the continent, the Rhine divides the descendants of Charlemagne, who are at odds with each other, and the ancient horseback peoples in the eastern plains give rise to the new Polish, Hungarian, and Kievan Rus empires. The Viking territories now extend all the way to the Volga. Their descendants, the Normans, have conquered territories in France, Brittany, and on the Italian peninsula, and are forcing Rome to accept their conditions. To the east towers Constantinople, proud heir of the Greeks and the Romans, the center of the Orthodox Church, eternal bridge between the Occident and the Orient. For generations, the Byzantines have defied the Bulgarian rebels in the west and the Seljuks in the east from this very city. They have even been able to drive back the Normans, at least so far. The rural population desires the safety that towns and cities are able to offer, but these also need to protect themselves from the greed of foreign rulers and plundering mercenary hordes. It is not enough to simply provide protection and jobs. A ruler can only consolidate his economic and military position if he continues to found additional towns and build new trade routes, and in this manner expands the territory under his dominion. The story I would like to tell you begins in Byzantium. At this time, the empire controls all the territories between the Balkans and the sources of the Euphrates. Budding principalities, most of which are ambitious and unscrupulous. In the Senate of the capital city, Constantinople, their representatives are embroiled in a constant power struggle with the emperor. Intrigues and civil war result in the emperor's throne constantly changing hands for centuries. It is only under Constantine X that the empire finds a certain modicum of peace, in part thanks to his ravishing bride Eudokia, whose wisdom is known far and wide. The hero of our story grew up in Sofia, far away from the imperial court, but his rise to power will be unparalleled. For now, he is as young as he is inexperienced, and much time will pass before I can call him my friend. His name is Leon Vesalius. His father made a name for himself on the eastern battlefields, and Leon, full of ambition, strives to follow in his footsteps. The old warrior has just been assigned to the Imperial Guard. Before he departs, he transfers control of Sofia to his son. Leon is to continue leading his hometown, ensuring that it prospers. For this purpose, the father gives his son a book filled with the teachings of a certain wise leader. Thereupon, I encounter this young man for the first time, for I am the author of that book. Listen to the teachings of Rahib the Wise. Your town is the ground on which your glory thrives, and happy is he who finds treasure on this soil. Once you have a town, Quickly build businesses to create jobs. Show your subjects that your towns prosper and are not simply instruments of war.
Okay, so next target. In Sofia, an ore vein has been discovered recently. To open up the new resource, add the metals commodity as a production in town and commission a business for it. So you go to your town menu. You can see the businesses that we have there so far. As I said in the other video, we've got a lumberyard, we've got bricks, we've got wheat, and we've got fruit, and then there's an open spot there. So you hit triangle to select another area of production. They want us to select metals. So once you select it, you have to actually build the business. So you go to the metals business, and this is the single construction mode. If I wanted to build one of everything, or two of everything, or three of everything, I could go to the multiple construction mode by pressing triangle. But we want single for now, so you can see by default it's on +1. So I press X to build it, and there it goes.
On new businesses, the success of your orders will only become apparent when your market has the right commodities on offer. Once a new business has been built, all those subjects who have been patiently waiting for new jobs will automatically find their way there. But remember, if a person works, he will need to eat. Constructing new buildings to help meet this need will also be worth your while.
Okay, so they want us to increase the production of metals by building 2 more mines and wait until all labor is hired. So we'll go back to this screen, back to the metals, and we'll build 2 more. Then you can press R2 to increase the game speed. You have to hold R2. If you want to, you can go into the options here, go down to fast forward lock and turn that on, and that will make it so you only have to press R2, and then you can press it again to return the game to the normal speed, but I'm going to leave it like this. So hold down R2. Actually, I'll show you. You can see that green line increasing. That means that the business is actually becoming operational. I think all 3 are being done at the same time. We're about to see here. There we go. Your first business has just been completed. And then in the upper left hand corner you can see your current objective. If you forget what it is, or overall what it is, you can go to campaign and you can bring the screen up again. But it's up in the upper left hand corner. So I have all the mines I need, but I need 50 workers. So if I hold down R2, speed up time, we're hiring workers, hiring workers, hiring workers, 47 of 50, and pow.
The delight accompanying Leon's successes is short-lived. An imperial courier bears the appalling news. Murderers, hired by an unknown party, surprised the emperor in his chambers. His personal guard fought bravely, but the poison on the assassin's weapons was too strong. The emperor succumbed to his wounds, and so did Leon's father. A great responsibility now rests on Leon's shoulders. As the new head of the royal house of Vaselios, he is of course expected to travel to Constantinople for the burial. His family has been a close friend of the imperial family for generations. But after the ceremony, the strong-willed Eudokia is to take the throne, and nobody knows what the future holds.
Leon Vaselios, please accept my heartfelt condolences for the loss of your father. He served my husband faithfully and well. Hence, your family shall not be forgotten under my rule. Unfortunately, you have little time to grieve. Your presence at my coronation is of great significance politically. Please accept my gratitude for your support in this time of upheaval. Eudokia.
Okay, so now what they want me to do is wait until the businesses have produced enough commodities such that 120 barrels of fruit are available at the market in Sofia, so that you will have a gift for your trip to Constantinople. So there's really nothing you have to do here. You can see in the upper left hand corner I already have 63 of 120, so I can hold down R2. Now we have 74 of 120, 80, 86 of 120, so it's going up fairly quickly. 103, 109, 115. There we go.
It seems as though all of Constantinople has arrived to send the Emperor off to his final resting place. Flanked by other representatives of royal houses, Leon is at the front of the funeral procession, which is led by the imperial widow. She holds her head high as she walks through the crowds. It is not only Eudokia's beauty that draws the attention of the greedy nobles. She will soon need to choose a new spouse, to whom she will transfer the Emperor's crown. The longer she hesitates, the more likely it is that civil war will break out among the power-hungry suitors. This makes the oath that Eudokia swears at her coronation even harder to stomach. Before the Patriarch of the Orthodox Church, the Empress swears never to wed again. From now on, the well-being of the Empire is to be her greatest duty and only concern.
Esteemed Leon, it was a pleasure to meet you in person. To answer your last question, it was not easy for me to take that oath. But this was the only way for me to secure the throne without having to deal with all the intrigues from people who hope to have my hand in marriage. You have no idea how weary I am of it all. I hope that I will be able to find some peace on the trip that we spoke of. Perhaps even in your province.
Perhaps, Empress Eudokia. Perhaps. Okay, next target. Prepare everything to provide an appropriate welcome for the Empress. Find the town of Constanta on the map, create a building squad, and locate a new trading road to Constanta. Okay, so we need our scout, which is up here.
That's not possible.
Oops, I still had my trader selected, so we'll send him back to Sofia.
We're practically there.
And we'll go ahead and send the trader back to Sofia as well.
With pleasure.
Speed up time here. Oh yeah, these little when you get that little trumpet sound, that means that they have discovered something. Sometimes it's a commodity that you can pick up, or it could be people you could recruit. There could be good things there, but they could be guarded by bandits, so you never really know until you check them out. I'll check some of those out a little bit later, but right now, to end this video, I'm going to go ahead and send the scout over to Constanta, and in the tutorial they tell you where Constanta is, basically right there. So
almost there.
Let's move along here, Mr. Scout. I guess looks like there's two guys on horseback, at least graphically. I think looking at those numbers down at the bottom of the screen, I think it's maybe supposed
We're practically there.
It's supposed to represent 10 people, I think, but I'm not sure. Anyway, we're riding along, uncovering some more
Let's get on with it.
lovely countryside. And I'll go ahead and let's see.
Almost there.
To Constanta. Go ahead and speed up time. There we go.
The trade
Okay.
route to Constanta has not been repaired since the last war. It would be helpful if you could rectify this, as I will most likely be traveling to Sofia by Constanta.
Okay, so she wants me to build a road between Constanta and Sofia. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and leave off right here, and we will pick up the next video at this same spot. So thanks for watching.